What's up, Mecha fans, and welcome back to the channel. So last week, the Gundam Card Game officially released with the first 4 starter decks, along with a few other things as well. Now, I picked up all 4 of the starter decks from my local card game shop, which I didn't even know existed prior to these actually releasing. So I've got all 4 of them today, and we're going to unbox them all, go through all the cards in there within this video. As you can see, we've got a camera thing set up here for a bit of an over-the-shoulder shot, showing off the cards. So I'm trying something a little bit different for this video, and we'll see exactly how it does work out. Before I dive into the unboxings though, please do leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're a fan of Mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. Also head on down to the comments section below. If you've picked up the starter decks yet, then let me know if you picked them all up or if you decided to pick just one of them up. Also stay tuned because I will have plenty more Gundam Card Game videos on the horizon. When the booster boxes do release, I'm going to be picking up one of those and doing an unboxing here on the channel, and this card game is probably going to go on for a while, so inevitably other starter decks will release, which I'll get and unbox, and then other booster packs as well. So if you guys want to see more Gundam Card Game videos, make sure you stay tuned and also let me know what you would like to see. Without further ado though, let's dive into things. Now you can see that we have all the starter decks here, and we're going to go through these one by one, starting off, of course, with ST01, which is starter deck 1, which is the Heroic Begins. I'll just show this off real quick on the main camera. So this is largely dedicated to like original Mobile Suit Gundam, like Earth Federation type of stuff, and then I think there's some which from Mercury. There might be some other stuff in here as well, but you can kind of tell from the front where the priorities lie for this. Is like the original Gundam, and then kind of the most recent. I know G-Quix is the most recent, but you know, it wasn't properly out at the time of them kind of starting to make this. So without further ado, let us try and get into this. So I've never opened these before. I have no idea how this thing is going to go down. So hopefully this is all on camera nicely. And there we go. So that was pretty easy. We got them out. So we do have, so each of these does have a bonus pack, which we've got. I think this is viewing it on camera. So we'll go through that one last. So I think there's like a special card in here or something, which will be cool to see. We've got a nice kind of leaflet that I guess goes through the instructions and how all the different decks work and such. Turn progression, I guess you can kind of use these when you're actually playing. Let's see if I can kind of just show this properly on camera. So yeah, necessary for play, we've got the deck which has units, pilots, command and bases. Resource deck which has 10 cards, token cards, and then we need damage counters as well. Now the damage counters, there are official ones you can get, but at the end of the day, you can just use kind of any dice. Like it works. Like you just need like 2 6-sided dice. So like I said, you can get official Gundam Card Game ones, but ultimately you can use whatever you so wish to. So we'll get this deck out now, and this is actually really nice. I'll show this off here on camera. Like this is all really nicely put together and feels pretty great as well. So toss that over to the side, and we'll try and get this thing off, and then we can properly go through all of these cards individually. We're probably going to be here a while because there are quite a lot, so we'll kind of split it off into like a half thing. So first up, we got the Gundam. We've got a couple of these actually, or have we got a few? We've got a couple. No, yeah, we've got a couple of Gundams, so we can use both of these, I think. So yeah, RX-78-2 looking pretty cool. We've also got a couple of aerials, permit score 6, again, very cool. Really like nice texture on these as well, like the style of them. Again, I'm just checking that this is all on camera so you guys can see, because I've never tried to do one of these multi-camera setups before. We now move on to some of the more normal ones. So they're like the more kind of special ones, I guess, because they just got a bit more of a shine to them and look a bit nicer. These are just kind of standard cards. So we've got mobile armor form of the Gundam, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Again, we'll put those over to the side. I should probably put these upside down because it's far easier just to then restack them. We've got some gun cannons. We've got, what, 4 of these maybe as well, I think. If not 5, 4. So we've got, again, 4 gun cannons. If I can properly actually show you guys this. Pretty cool looking. And then we do also, by the looks of it, have 4 gun tanks as well. 3 gun tanks, actually. So we've got 3 gun tanks again. You know, a very classic mobile suit. This is all real, you know, original Universal Century stuff right here. We've got some GMs or GIMs, whatever you want to call it. We've got 3 of them. So again, looking pretty cool there. Now, they don't have any stats on them, though, so I don't know exactly how they work. Are these the resource cards? I'm Not honestly, I am not really sure. Like for the most part, I'm getting these purely for collector's sake, more so than playing. But yeah, so we've got some more aerials. We've got Gundam aerial bit on form. So I guess this, I mean, especially the artwork anyway, very inspired by the first episode, of which were Mercury. So again, we've got 4 of those there, looking very, very cool. And then we've got some demi trainers. We've got 3 of those. So again, demi trainers there. Again, pretty classic stuff. Like nothing too amazing in the artwork. It's basic, but it looks good. We've got some Zoars. We've got 3 here, 3 Zoars. So again, another quite cool one. So this actually does have a blocker. This unit can't choose the enemy player as its attack target. Okay. Well, that ultimately becomes less effective then, I guess. Anyway, and then I think, yeah, so we've got 4 Amaros here as well. Amaro Ray. There we go. Nice artwork. I quite like that. And now moving on to this second half of things, we've got some Selectors. We've got, what, four Selectors. So again, there we go, 4 Selectors. And then we've got some Hayatos, 3 Hayatos. Hayato Kobayashi, thoroughly damaged. Not in the greatest position there. And then we've got some Kais. Again, we've got 3 of those. Kai's Resolve. There we go. And then we've got some Miorine. So this is command actually. Yeah, so these are 2 command cards. Again, 2 Miorines there. And then we've got some white base, which I guess is, well, I mean, it's classed as a war, it's a base card. That's what it is. So we've got 3 of those white base card. Very cool. I like that. And then Astakasia School of Technology Earth House. So I guess, yeah, this is just kind of for the entirety of Earth House, really, but it showcases Choo Choo and then the, Choo Choo's demi trainer. And also Nika. You can kind of see Nika like up on the little bridge thing around the demi trainer there. And then we've got some resource cards. Now, there's a lot of these here. Rest of resource. Okay, so this is more so for the game, so I'm not really going to go over this because, again, I'm collecting these more so for the sake of the artwork and just for the sake of collecting cards and that. More so than actually playing. I'll probably give the game a try. Who knows, I may end up really liking it, but yeah, so they're resource cards. We've got some token cards here. So we've got an EX base, we've got an EX resource card, and then we've got some unit token cards here. So we've got 2 Gundams, 2 RX-78-2s, we've got 2 gun cannons, and 2 gun tanks. And then we have some, I don't know what these are supposed to be, they are little damage counters or something like that, I think. It looks like it. So I think these can pop out and then you use them in game. That almost wraps up the first starter deck, but we're not done. I just accidentally knocked the mic, so I apologize for that. Now here's the ultimate test. Here's the exciting bit. So this is the bonus card that we get. So I have no idea what to expect here. I just want to make sure I don't rip it properly either. I want to get it out without damaging it, but it's not the easiest. I also want to get it out without actually looking at it so I can show you guys it first. But again, that's another task in and of itself. So you guys can see the special card that we got. And we got a alternate artwork card of Hayato. Not my preference, but I don't mind it. In fact, if I can go through these cards again, I can try and get out a Hayato so we can do a quick comparison. Here we go. So I've got a Hayato card there. There we go. So quick comparison. So this is the special one, which is a little bit more shiny. It's got some more texture on it. And then this is the standard Hayato card. So there we go. That is the first set of things. Again, wouldn't be my preference of the special bonus card, but it is what it is. You know, these things happen. And let's hope that with this next one, which is the Wings of Advanced, we can get some, a cool bonus pack one in here. Bonus card, should I say. So I'm not going to go over the little booklet thing inside because we've just gone over that. We will, of course, go over the cards once again. So I think a lot of these might be quite similar, like when it comes to the resources. Is it the resources? Whatever the like cards were that were all kind of the same, it's probably going to get a lot of similar stuff of that. But yeah, again, we'll go over some of these. So first up, we got the Wing Gundam. And again, this is nice textured card, so it looks really nice. And I like the look of that quite a bit. And then again, we've got 2 of those. Then we've got a couple of Tolgies as well, which again, same kind of like texture, shiny look. Again, very, very cool. And I do like both those mobile suits quite a bit. Then we've got the Wing Gundam in bird mode, and it looks like there's about 4 of these again. Yeah, there is. So there's four Wing Gundam bird modes there. Very cool. And then we've got some heavy arms. We've got, again, 4 of those. So again, 4 of the same. I do like that artwork quite a bit, and I like the heavy arms design. And then we've got Sandrock, which is one of my personal favorites, actually, from the show. So we've got 3 of those there. Again, try and give you guys a good look at those. And then we've got some Maganax, which I do actually own a kit of, which I need to build. So yeah, I've got 3 of those there. Again, I don't know what these ones actually do, because there's no special thing for them. But yeah, there we go, Maganac. And we've got some Leos, of course, the main grunt suit from Gundam Wing. So there we go. We've got the Leo there, looking pretty cool. And then we've got some Ares as well, which again is another one of the main grunt suits. And yeah, again, so this is another blocker card, which we came across last time, I think, with the Zoart, which I guess makes sense, because like they're both like aerial kind of mobile suits. Used for aerial combat for the most part. I mean, the Zoart's not really a flying suit, but it usually is on the Tigbalang, which, you know, kind of allows it to fly. Then we've got the Tragos. I don't remember this suit from the show. I mean, it kind of looks like Gundam Wing's version of the gun tank in a way. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't remember that suit whatsoever. And now we'll move on to some of the character ones, of course, starting out with the insane main protagonist of Gundam Wing, which is Hiro Yui. And I do like that artwork quite a bit. Hiro Yui's design is basic, but I think it's a good character design. And then, of course, we've got Zex Marquez, which I really like the artwork on this, because it's a bit more stylized and like almost like not quite watercolored, but I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. I like that artwork. And then we've got Troa with a simultaneous fire. Again, there's 3 of those, as you guys can see. Again, slightly different art style for that as well, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Quattro. We've got, again, 3 of those. I'll show you guys that. And the Siege Ploy, which looks to be like the heavy arms, and then I think like the Ares and maybe another mobile suit in there. But again, there's 2 of those. So there we go. And then we've got the St. Gabriel Institute. Bizarre. Well, I guess it's classed as a base. So yeah, we've got that there. Not particularly exciting. Wait, hold on. Could it be the scene that everyone memes about and loves with the birthday invitation? It might be. I think it's the same scene. I love that they've got that on the card. Corsica base, which is where they built the Tolgies. There we go. And then we'll move on to a bunch of resource cards. So looking through most of these, we've seen all of these. These are practically the same as like what we just saw, so I'll skip over them. And then we've got some of the token units. So we've got the Leo, we've got like 3 of those. And then we've got 3 Tolgies. And then, again, these little token things as well. And then we can move on to the bonus card. Now, I don't know what like the priority special one is of these when it comes to the Wings of Advance start set. I don't even know for any of the start sets, but either way, be interesting to see exactly what I end up getting, and try not to wreck it too much. Just try and get the card out, and you guys can see it first of all. And look at that, Tolgies. I'll take that. I'll happily take that. I really like that artwork as well, and it's got really nice shine on it. You obviously got the Oz logo as well. Very cool. I like that a lot. I'm happy with that. To be fair, when it comes to these bonus cards, my preference would definitely be the mobile suits as opposed to the characters, unless it's a character I really do like. But again, like, I'm not a huge Hayato fan. I don't think anyone really is. I don't hate the character, but it wouldn't be my preference of one that I'd want to go for. We'll move on to the second to last, which this video is still taking a while to do, but I kind of knew that it would. It was quite inevitable. So we got to the Zeon's Rush. Now, I think this is maybe one of the coolest ones, in my opinion. I'm very excited for the next one, which is Seed Strike. So that's very Seed focused. And of course, I'm a big fan of the Seed franchise, or the Seed section of the Gundam franchise. I don't really know how it's referred to. But yeah, here we go. So again, we'll run through these as we have been. We've got Sinanju, of course, full frontal mobile suit. Very cool, that one. I like that a lot. I love the shiny look on it. And then we've got a couple of Shazaku 2, iconic, beloved, all that kind of stuff. Like, who doesn't like this? And the cards are great as well. And then we've got Angelo's Gira Zulu, which I think, again, this is from Unicorn. Like, this is largely a 0079 and Unicorn focused set, I think. I could be wrong. But it looks to be the case because I know that the Gira Zulu is from Unicorn. Because it's the Gyaradoga that is from Shaz Counterattack. Now, I don't know whether that's featured in here, but we'll see in a second. Again, got some standard Gira Zulus here. So we've got 4 of them. And yeah, I'm loving the artwork on these. Like, Zeon mobile suits just look great. Like, they just lend themselves very nicely to this kind of thing. I don't know why, but they just do. And we've got the Gaza D sleeves version. So again, you can tell that this is Unicorn because that's where the sleeves are largely featured. But yeah, looking very cool there. I like that a lot. And then we've got the Drassy, or is it Drake? I don't know how it's pronounced exactly, but yeah, we've got the, again, sleeves mobile suit there from Neo Zeon. Very cool. I like that. And then we've got a Zaku 1. There we go. I kind of wasn't expecting to see the Zaku 1 in here. Like, it was kind of inevitable that it'd be in here, but I honestly wasn't expecting it. So yeah, we've got about 3 Zaku 1 cards there. And then we've got the Zaku 2. We've got 4 of those. Of course, we have to have the Zaku 2. Like, the most iconic, the main Zeon suit. Of course, it's going to be in Zeon's Rush. And then we've got my personal favourite Zeon suit right here. And we get 3 cards of that. And that is the Goof. I love the Goof, and I think this artwork looks great as well. Great pose. Very, definitely, like, not super stylized, but I like that. It just sticks with the classic artwork look, and I like that a lot. And then we've got Full Frontal, who has 4 cards. I'll give you guys a nice look at that there. Cyber New Type from Neo Zeon. And then we've got, of course, the main man himself, Shara Aznable. And I like this artwork a lot as well. It looks really cool. I love that. And then we've got, which one is it? These 3. Indignation, which is Angelo from Unicorn. Quite like the artwork on this as well. Very nice. Almost like a watercolor sketch. I don't even know. Like, when it comes to describing artworks, I'm pretty terrible. So I might be just like throwing words out, which make no sense to some people. But it looks good anyway. I like the look of it. Then we've got the Close Combat, which is the Sinanju versus the Unicorn. Again, that's cool. So that's a command type card. And then we've got my main man, Rambaral, with the Goof in the back. Like, this shot of the Goof here looks so menacing and so cool. I love that. This is one of my favourite looking cards so far, I think. I love the look of that. So then again, this is another command card. And then we've got the Rulula. I think that's how it's pronounced. This is another base card. So I think this is from Unicorn, yeah. So Neo Zeon Warship. Again, like, I haven't seen Unicorn, so I'm kind of just basing off, like, images and stuff that I've seen. So if I do get any of this wrong, then please feel free to let me know in the comments. And then we've got another base, which is the Falmel, even. I don't know, like, to me, this looks more like the Murasai. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Or whatever the, like, main warship is of Zeon. But you can see, got a Shaz Zaku flying off there, and I think these are both Zaku 1s. I'm not 100% sure, so I think that might be from early on in the series when the Zaku 1 does appear. And then we've got a bunch of resource cards again, same thing, EX resources, base, EX base. Again, we've just gone over those, so I don't need to repeat myself with them. But then we've got some Shazaku 2 unit, token units, unit token, whatever it is. And I really like the look of the artwork on these. I think I like these token cards a bit more than the normal ones, to be honest. Like, these look really cool. And they're a bit more full with the artwork as well, rather than being like cut off with the bottom, having to give all the details and such. But again, we've got another one there with the Zaku 2, which I think that looks like a great card as well. We can, of course, finish off with this bonus card here and see exactly what we get inside. But yeah, I'll show you guys it first. And we got the Drac sleeves, which is cool. It wouldn't have been my go-to one, but I'll still take it. I don't mind it. We can move on to the last, but certainly not least in my opinion. Like, again, I'm a big Seed fan, so I'm very excited about this one. And I do love the artwork on the front of this. Here we have the Seed Strike Star Deck, which of course got the Strike Gundam, or the AO Strike Gundam to be specific, and the Aegis Gundam as well. So we'll open this one up. Get the try not to rip it too much, but it's quite difficult to open. There we go. Toss that over to the side, and here we go. Let's take a look at the Seed Strike set. Starting off, we've got the AO Strike Gundam, and we've got what, two of these, sorry. So yeah, this absolutely speaking to me. I love this. Again, I love Seed, so I love like the artwork, I love the mobile suits, all that kind of stuff, the designs, it's all great, so I'm very happy with these ones. And to be honest, if I was going to pick one of the starter decks to go with, for me, either probably would have been the Seed Strike or the Zeon's Rush, or maybe Heroic Beginnings, I don't really know. But anyway, we've got the Aegis Gundam here. I always forget whether it's Aegis or Aegis. I've started to call it Aegis now, but I used to call it Aegis, but I think Aegis sounds just a little bit better. But again, this is another really cool artwork. They're absolutely delivering on those two cards there. And then we've got some Strike Gundams, of which we've got 4 of them. So again, I like the look of this artwork as well. Like, it's nothing truly spectacular, but it absolutely captures the vibe and the style of the anime. Which, at the end of the day, that's what it's trying to do, and that's exactly what it should do, so I'm not really complaining. We've got the Mobius Zero, of which there are 4. So this is the ship, I guess. Mobile. I don't know whether it's classed as a mobile armor. I guess it's kind of a mobile armor that's piloted by Mula Flagger. Very cool. And then we've got the Mobius, which was this piloted by him as well? I don't really remember. Or was this piloted by Cagley at some point? I can't remember exactly, but yeah, we've got the Mobius there, which again, that looks kind of cool. We've got the Strike Dagger, which I always forget, like, this is actually featured quite substantially in Seed. I guess because it doesn't really have its own standard release Gunpla. I believe that it's got a P Bandai exclusive, but it never got like a substantial like standard release. So I've never really considered it a major part, but technically it is. So yeah, we've got the Strike Dagger there. That's a cool looking card and cool looking mobile suit as well. I really hope that someday we do actually get a standard release of it. And then we've got the Aegis Gundam in its mobile armor mode, firing its beam thing. Again, another cool card and really cool part of that mobile suit. We've got the Jin, or Gin. I don't know how they pronounce this one. But yeah, never been my favorite design. I mean, it's very much a Zaku design, just with a lot more on it. But one thing I do like about it is the sword. I think the sword in it's really cool. Definitely makes it stand apart as a grunt suit. And then to follow on from that, we've got Miguel's Gin as well. There we go. Another really cool looking artwork there. And I think Miguel's Gin just looks far better than the standard one, just because it's got a bit more character to it. I like the skull on the shield as well. I think that's really cool. So I do like that one quite a bit. And then we've got our main protagonist. We've got Jesus, or Kira Yamato. There we go. I think that's decent artwork, to be fair. You know, nothing to complain about there. And I like the strike in the background, kind of quite darkened, which looks cool. But then we've got my favorite character, possibly my favorite character in Gundam, but definitely my favorite character in the Seed franchise, Athrun Zala. Not his greatest look, I gotta be honest. Like, the smile looks a bit weird. I don't know. But hopefully in the future we do get some other good cards of Athrun, which I assume we will in like the booster box and things like that. And then we've got the Striker Pack command card, which is 4 of the 3. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. There's 3 of these. I really like the look of this. Of course, it's like the non-powered up version, so it's like all kind of like in a grayscale, but I think it looks good, like especially when it's just stood still like that. It looks quite intense and empowering. Got Hawkham and Dimion, of course, Flagger. Very cool, I like that. And then we've got the Magic Bullet of Dusk, which is a Miguel Iman. Again, really cool on that one. And then we've got the Archangel as a base. I like the look of that. And the Vesalius, which again, this is another base of Zaft, warship. There we go. And then there's a bunch of resource cards again, of which we can skip over. And then we'll get on to the Ale Strike Gundam. Again, I like the look of that design, that artwork. I think it looks cool. I like the unit token cards more than the normal ones, to be honest. And then we've got the Launcher Strike Gundam there, which we've got 2 of them. And then the Sword Strike Gundam as well. So that wraps up, or almost wraps up, all of the starter decks for the Gundam card game. But we do still have one more thing to go over, and that is this bonus card from the Siege Strike deck. So we'll open this and hope for something cool. I would hope for either one of the mobile suits, preferably like the actual Gundams, or an Atheron card. So I'll give you guys a nice look at that first. We've got Miguel's Gin. Okay. Wouldn't have been my number one choice, but looking at this card, I think this looks really cool. Now again, I don't know how rare these ones are. I know like there's certain ones that are rarer than others, and like it's, you know, a really exciting thing when you get like these specific, like a specific card in the decks. But I'm just going off like the look, and I like the look of this. This is cool. And yeah, there we have it. That is a wrap up on the Gundam card game. So that's all of the starter decks that we currently have. We are expecting starter deck 5, 6, and 7. I'm not sure when 5's coming out. I think that's maybe in August. Then 6 is in October. Then I think early 2026, we are getting starter deck 7. I can't remember what starter deck 5 is, but I know 6 is what's called Clan Battle, so it's basically a G-Quartz one. And then 7 is like Celestial something or other, so that's a 001. That is all the starter decks. Like I said, we'll have more Gundam card game stuff to talk about quite soon with the release of the new booster packs. I'm going to get like a booster box where you get like, what, 12 packs in or something like that. Maybe 24 packs. I can't remember exactly, but one of the boxes, I'm going to get one of those to unbox. And if I do fancy, maybe I'll buy some more booster decks in the future, booster packs in the future. But for now, that is all the Gundam card game stuff that we have to talk about. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please do leave a like and subscribe if you are a fan of mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. And of course, like I did say earlier, head on down to the comments section below. Let me know what starter decks you've picked up, if you've picked up any of them, or you're just waiting and getting the booster packs as and when they come out. If you have got all of the starter decks though, or if you want to just go off of this video, which is your favorite looking one in its entirety? For me, it is between the Siege Strike and the Zeon Rush. I think I'm leaning towards the Siege Strike just because, again, I'm a big fan of Seed, but the Zeon Rush set is also a great one too. Thank you once again for tuning into Mecha Chat today. I'll see you guys next time.